It's Ray Give TV.
In the block.
Let's get right to it.
Like, I don't get it. And I'm starting to understand that these California streets, or these LA streets, as they like to call it, right, is a little different. Some of these dudes, the majority of these dudes, don't know whether they coming or going. Shit they say, the way they operate is like everybody got a motive about some bullshit. Everybody up to something. You can't really build with nobody. And it's a lot I didn't understand. I think niggas do shit for shock value. I'm now understanding that people look for a reason to say my name, especially when they don't have a reason to say my name. When they can't say they tied to me in business, or we doing this, or we doing that, they'll say, oh, he did this, or fuck him for that, or they just get to making up things. And that's cool, whatever. Half of that is my fault because I be mingling with the peasants. I come down the hill that they can't get up. I shouldn't even hear their voice. A lot of these dudes shouldn't even have access to me, but I do my Clubhouse thing because I love my Clubhouse family. And I talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I run into you, I conversate. I don't act like the industry says I'm supposed to act. But a lot of that's going to change. I see I got to start acting like that. No jumper thing. Let's get to it. Over the last couple months, I've just started to meet a lot of no jumper people. Lush is one of them. I didn't know who the hell Lush was. Knew his name, didn't know him. I just met him maybe 4 months ago. Didn't know him. I know y'all would say, Wack, y'all work in the same building. No, I go up there once a week, do my segment, and I'm gone. I don't halfway live in a no jumper building like a lot of the other people. A lot of these dudes is up there every day. They doing segments every day, whatever, for whatever reason. That's their contractual obligation. That's what they have to do. Wack got 1 day a week and I'm gone. If bro needs me to do something, I definitely will pop in, and I'm loyal to Adam and whatever it is, right? The no jumper building is Adam's place of business. It's his location. And he has certain people in place to do certain things. He had people over financing, people over editing, people over booking talent, people over scheduling talent, people that are personalities, on the No Jumper News, right? I'm a partner in the Adam and Wack show, right? So that's really my obligation, is I have to be in that building on a certain day, certain time, prepared to do what I know how to do. Other people have other obligations. I don't go out searching, looking for talent. If I bring a guest, it's because I brought the guest. The last time I brought somebody no jumper that shouldn't have been there, I had good intentions, but it bit me a little bit. So, then it's a learning experience, so I know not to do that anymore. Right now, I'm on cleaning up and readjusting that. So let's move on to this Travis Ford thing and Lush thing. Travis didn't tell any lies. He texted Lush and told Lush he's bringing food, liquor, a cake, and the hood. All right. Now it's idiocy on both sides of this. And people might get mad, but I don't care. I'm just going to speak what's real, right? Lush is looking for some reason, and I get it. Lush is looking for, from what he tells me, a street approval for whatever reason. He feels he needs street ties. And I'm like, Lush, listen, I come from the era where people felt that way, where it was built for people to feel that way, to give the streets positioning. right? Okay, let's keep it real. The big names in the hood, that's in the hood, are only in the hood and only a big name because A, they might have did some time. B, they're known for doing certain things. C, maybe they fight and whoop the people's ass. But the big names in the hood are no longer known for the people that get the money, the shakers or the bakers. No, the big names in the hood are known for what they're doing in the hood. And every big name in the hood are reaching to what's bigger than them these days, right? Once upon a time, you took the big name in the hood and set them on the side of, let's say, academics, and hands down, the women will flock to the big name in the hood. Okay? Let me enlighten y'all to something. The women, I know y'all gonna be mad at me because some of y'all like, damn, Wack, why you sending traffic our way? What you doing? You should let them other hoes keep on chasing their tail. Some women have figured out that messing with the big name in the hood, A, get your couch with the indentation in it that wasn't there because he's sitting on his ass all day with nothing to do. B, gets extra wear and tear on your car, brakes, and tires, mileage, because he needs to drive your car. C, gets extra dues that ordinarily wouldn't be at your home around your children that ain't theirs, in your living room, playing video games, and like Aunt Hefe would say, and or possibly in the front of backyard shooting dice, drinking 40, smoking blunts, doing nothing. 4, maybe get your house raided, car shot up, silly shit like that. 5, have you sitting packages and answering collect calls. This is what the big names in the hood get you. Today, back in the day, niggas was balling, had a little money, little motion, niggas was doing their thing. Now, the academics guy today on the side of the big name in the hood, and this is what a lot of women have learned, get you credit cleaned up. You get to hang around celebrities. You get into all the clubs in the VIP. Big trips to Miami, big trips to Europe, on the yacht, partying, hair, nails done, spa. You the passenger seat in a foreign. You get to go in a mansion, hang out with your dude. See, the big names in the hood is following behind and trying to be like the squares. You see what I'm saying? So, let me address this. Where Lush is going wrong at is Lush. You trying to go over here with the big names in the hood. The big names in the hood is trying to attach to you because they want to be over here with the squares. Because they know financially, when it comes to the women, the clout, the know-how, and the reach is over here with the squares. I will line, we're going to eliminate me. Anybody that's supposed to be a big name in the hood right now, y'all give me y'all top 3, and I will put them on the side of academics, Adam 22, Vlad, and we're going to throw a wild card in there, and Flacco. 4. And I guarantee you, if the women took a day and hung out with the big names in the hood, and then took a day and hung out with them, and I know some of the ones I mentioned, you guys have a significant other. I'm speaking in general. I'm not saying this would happen. I'm speaking hypothetically. So Vlad, Miss Adam 22, Miss Academics, and if there is a Miss Flacco, please don't take this personal. I'm just using them as an example. After they hung out with the big names in the hood and hung out with the squares, the podcasters, those women are going to make a decision. And I bet at least 3 out of 4, because we have to leave room that we got some women that ain't all the way there, are going to choose the square podcast YouTuber. They have more going on for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? This is just what's real. You guys got to understand that the hood dudes are begging these dudes for favor. And that's just what we saw the other day. Lush went wrong for trying to attach itself with some hood shit when you already attached with the corporate shit, right? So what is he gonna do? Anything they ask of him, he's gonna say, yeah. It got to the point where Travis was even letting Lush, I hate to say it, bro, because I had to check it on the phone. He even let Lush start playing with his neighborhood. He started calling Lush Mafia Lush. Hey, listen, bro. It's some dudes over there that ain't playing about that. That's one thing about Main Street. They are independent of everything else. They ain't neighborhood Crips. They ain't gangster Crips. They Mafia Crips. Everything ain't nothing on hood. Ain't nothing on gangster. Ain't nothing on. Everything's on Mafia. And they don't play with that. But you see the street dude is willing to kind of like, in a sense, prostitute what that stand for and represent to get him some position with this square dude, right? This is what we're seeing, right? And me and Travis had a conversation about it, and Travis corrected it when we was on the phone with Lush and told Lush, hey, bro, stop saying the mafia thing, whack, right? I said, Travis, you gonna get your ass DP. I don't care what homies you talking about is cool with it. It's them ones that ain't cool with it that gonna have a problem with it, right? So you got Lush over here already tied to the corporate side. Travis is trying to make his move to the corporate side. Here's the problem. Although Lush agreed to what Travis said, and Travis didn't lie, I got the text. He said, I'm bringing liquor, a cake, food in the hood. All right. If Travis had come to me, Wack, a dude from the streets, I come from the streets, and I'm in corporate America, right? And text me and said, Father said, yo, Wack, Travis, who you bringing? And Travis told me, I'm bringing a cake, liquor, food, in the hood. I would have texted Travis back and said, forget about it. I no longer want to do the interview. Straight up. Why? If a person gets cancer in one part of his body, the cancer has been known to spread to other parts of the body. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the reality. Travis, and I'm talking to you as a big brother. If you got some G homies over there that got love for you, they're going to tell you what Wack is telling you is real. Travis, the liquor was, the food was, okay, it's a food truck. the staff could eat. The cake, okay, cool. Shout out to Southern Sweets. Y'all can go try them out on Melrose right across from the No Jumper store. Tell them Wack 100 sent you. Hashtag it, send me a receipt and I'll reimburse you what you paid. Shout out to Southern Sweets again. Okay, cool. But the minute you said the hood, it would have canceled you out. See, we hustled on the block to get off the block. You can't take the block with you. So Travis, whatever work you put in to get Lush's attention, whatever work you put in to get people's attention to feel like, yeah, I'll let Travis Ford come in and sit down. And I'm going to say this respectfully. Travis, you not supposed to be on No Jumper. There's nothing about what you're doing today that constitutes you being on No Jumper. Respectfully, Adam doesn't accept payment to come on No Jumper because he know the minute he accept payment, any and everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry will be on No Jumper, and people will be like, well, who the hell is this guy? We don't know nothing about him, right? So it devalues, right, what people want to see, what affects the viewership, right? So, but for whatever reason, you've done a great job doing something to get Lush's attention. Now you say, Wack, you being unfair. No, I'm not. Let's rewind a little bit. You yourself said the last time you was on No Jumper, you got mad about whatever damn reason, and you took some merch and tucked it. And then you caught yourself and said, this is what you say, I haven't talked to Moneybag. Moneybag may say something different. You say you realized you was wrong, so you gave it back to Moneybag to go put back. That's what you say. I don't know. I'll have 600 contact Moneybag to confirm that. But even with that, right, you're saying, I wanted to come back and show my appreciation. See, here goes the thing. Once a snake bites you, you first extract the poison, then you get away from or get rid of the snake. The thievery, the thought of taking something out of this building that you're in, that you really not qualified to be in because of who you should be being in that building respectfully, right? You just bit Adam 22. Okay, now they get you out of the building. The poison is extracted. Now Adam got to make the decision to get the fuck away from you, which means in this form is keeping you out of the building. Now where Lush went wrong at is old rule number 1. 48 laws of power. Never outshine the master. And we talked about this, Travis, yesterday with me, you, and Lush on the 3-way. I said, Lush, did you consult with Adam that you were bringing the gentleman back that he saw boosting, attempting to boost, or did boost merch from his building? Lush said, no, Wack, I was trying to massage it to make things right. See, Lush, this where you went wrong. You tried to outshine the master. You tried to make a decision that you ain't qualified to make. That word master is what throws people off with that law. They hear it wrong, right? But you can't hear it that way. That is Adam 22's building. Does Wack have some say-so? Yes. But any say-so I have to be authorized by Adam. See, the day anybody in that No Jumper building feels that they can make a decision without getting that decision authorized by Adam is the day you're violating and disrespecting that law. Nobody in that building, Flacco, Remo, Wack 100, Josh, Lush, who should know better because you've been fired before, should ever think for any reason they can disregard, which is a form of disrespect, Adam 22. Any and everything got to be cleared through Adam 22. Whether you bringing somebody, whatever you doing, it has to be cleared by him. You know why? Because Adam 22 is the owner of the building and the company. So let's move forward to this. I get a text from the building that says, Wack, Travis Ford is here, 30, 40 people outside the building. We gonna call the cops. Why are they texting Wack about this? Wack's not there. It's not my show. He's not my guest. They're texting me because they know I have a relationship with Travis Ford. So what I should have did was said, what that got to do with me? Do what you do. Then people would have been like, oh, Wack, come on, bro. Why you do that? You supposed to be from the streets. You know Travis. So you know what I do? I fall victim to the shit. And I'm letting y'all know from this day forward, because it just bit me. I'm telling everybody, unless you are somebody very close that I have at least a decade or better relationship with, when I get the call, I'm going to mind my business. Because what I did was call Travis Ford and said, hey, bro, I just got a text, and it's on my phone. If you had no jumper with a bunch of people, the people in the building, the powers that be, are going to call the cops. You get what I'm saying? So, bro, my thought, if you out there 30, 40 deep, some people on parole, some people probably got some things they shouldn't have, it ain't worth you or your people going to jail, and they gonna hold you liable for bailing them out and attorney fees, which you probably don't got. Bro on the move, on the hustle. So, me personally, if I was you, I would leave, catch up with Lush another time, and then figure it out. But they said they calling the police. I told them to let me call you, right? And I'm calling you, so you may want to roll. He said, all right, Wack, love. I'm not even in the fucking state of California, bro. But look what this get me. I get off the phone. My next call, Travis called me back. Well, where Lush at? Shit, I don't know, nigga. Hold on, let me call him. Lush picks up. Hey, bro, where you at? Travis on the phone. Oh, I'm on the way. I said, well, look, bro, this is what's going on. Travis up there 30, 40 deep. He said you invited him. The building is looking at it like a threat. They talking about calling the police. I'm telling bro to leave because I don't want to see him or none of them young men go to jail behind no BS. You ain't there. You ain't in the building. I'll be there in 10, 15 minutes. Okay, Travis, he'll be there in 10, 15 minutes. I'm telling you, Travis, as a big brother, I would leave and just deal with him later. Lush, he's over there. Y'all done? I'm done. I get off the jack. Travis, I guess, chooses to stay at the building. Without saying Travis under pressure. He said he got some dudes that's from Vegas that stayed out here an extra week because prior to they canceled. I said, Travis, respectfully, that was their decision. For whatever reason. Nigga driving to Vegas from LA like going to the liquor store. Nigga could have went back, come back, but whatever, right? I get off the phone. R&B start giving me a manicure, a pedicure. I ain't paying this shit no mind. Adam, later on, sends me a clip. Look at this shit, bro. Travis going hard. He says, this ain't at Wack 100, but F No Jumper, F Adam 22, and Lush and the staff. Now, Travis ain't got no contact with Adam. Adam don't know what's going on. Adam is in the back filming Plug Talk with two women. That he scheduled. Right? I tell Travis, I said, hey, bro, why did you do this? Now, if there's any chances of you fixing this because of what Lush did with Adam, you just didn't win at Adam. It don't make sense. This is why the minute Travis would have texted me the hood with the rest, I would have told him, hey, bro, interview canceled. Because now I know I'm dealing with somebody who's not ready. I'm not going to say Travis is stupid because I've had one-on-ones with Travis. And the brother kind of knows what direction he want to go, what he wants to do, but he still got one foot on each side of the train track. And if you got a foot here and a foot here, when that train come down the middle, boom, you gonna get hit. Bro got to step on either side. Either you got to be on this side of it and grow over here, or stay on that side of it and let it fall how it fall. You can't straddle the train tracks. He said, Wack, you right. Me and R&B, we go, our liaison came back from China. We've been working on the incredible sanitary napkins to launch. We going over the details with that. You could go check out the incredible absorbents on the _ the Honey Show. I'm done with it. I go to sleep. I wake up. I look at my phone. Travis Ford. This is some bozo shit. And right, and for the record, because I've been in front of Travis Ford and we talk, I'm not seeking no reprisals. Most niggas will want to whoop Travis' ass behind this. But I talked to nephew. I'm not even in that headspace. And you know, fuck it. He did what he did, right? Here's a video. Somebody say, hey, cuz, they said they called the police. What? This Travis Ford. What? Yeah, and they said they gave him your name. Travis Ford. Now, the same dude that said the night before in the same video, yo, this ain't at WACK 100, because he know I ain't in the building. I'm the one called and told him, hey, they gonna call the police, bro, you might want to leave. But fuck the rest of y'all says, if they said my first and last name, it had to be WACK 100. WACK 100 called the police. I called Travis. Hey, bro, let me ask you a question. On your Instagram and every social media you got, your rap name, YouTube, everything, what's your name on there? He said, Travis Ford. I said, okay. I don't know if that's your real name or your stage name. That's my real name. I said, okay. So why would you say if they got my first and last name, it had to be WACK 100 that called the police? Travis immediately says, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Send him the link. He said, Wack, I can't open it. I screen record and send it. He said, Wack, it was the Hennessy. It was the Hennessy. The Hennessy, what nigga was? But this is why the minute he would have texted me the hood with those other articles he was bringing, I would have canceled. Because I know I'm dealing with somebody who ain't all the way ready to come sit with me. And it's a process. Right? Compton Rick Rock is a great example of somebody I watched go through the process to become who he is today. And I feel he's capable and mentally ready to sit with anybody in this game. I watched bro when he was on some ignorant shit, gangster shit, crazy shit to where he's at now. He can attest to this. So, because I got a text from the building, and they know I knew Travis, and they said they're gonna call the cops, and I'm saying, hold on, let me call bro to, let's not do that. Now this nigga, who everybody know his name, is saying because they gave the cops the name Travis Ford, it had to be me, but the world know your name because that's what they take you as, right? So he apologizes and says, I'm gonna go on Alex Alonso, Soul, and Cam Capone and clear it up. But we all know you can't clear it up because you didn't put the soundbite on Instagram. What I'm supposed to be doing, the ignorant me, is catching you and making you content, beating your ass on camera, than making you tell the people, nigga, you lied on me. That's what I supposed to be doing per the world. But guess what? I ain't over there no more. Fuck what they talking about. I got genuine love. I fuck with Travis. He made a mistake as an elder, as a so-called OG, if that's what you want to say. I gotta lead by example because when I did get on the phone with him, he wasn't aggressive. He was remorseful, right? As a man, I wasn't punking him or marking him out talking crazy to him, but he was like, Wack, my bad. And I see he did make an attempt. I think it was a feeble attempt because when you say something like that, you should be louder about correcting than you was about when you said it. But that's just me, right? I think my job is to help educate and teach the people. Even though they make decisions, you can't just like flip out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's in his heart. Maybe it's not. But me and him know that I've been nothing but. What's up, bro? Yo, Wack, can you help me? You're not somebody that can. I've always been helpful towards the brother. You know what I'm saying? The first time I ever met Travis in person was when I had a meeting with Mozzie back in October. And he showed up to the meeting an hour and something late. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jay Reed. Jay Reed was with him. I didn't know Jay Reed. I didn't know Travis. That was the first day I met Mozzie. So that meeting is the first day I've ever seen all three of these people in person. Right? Um, but nevertheless, Travis, I don't know if you're under pressure from the hood. I don't know if your mentality is you gonna bring the hood with you. But my advice from a dude that come from the hood into this, and the podcast world is a very, very small step into corporate America, right? Before you even actually get in that building and your phone book gets strong enough to get you to the 50th, 60th, and 70th floor and overseas into the financial buildings and so on and so forth. My suggestion is learn to be selfish because the hood is not an access card into the corporate building. The hood, bringing the hood with you, is access denied. See, times have changed. They don't care no more. Corporate America has realized who they big homies are. And they will call them on you. And you know what you gonna do, big old street Negroes? You gonna tuck your tail and you gonna bow down when the corporate people call they big homies. You ain't gonna fight they big homies. You ain't gonna take a Black Panther stand on the corporate people's big homies. You gonna bow down like the scary, good little Negro you are. And you gonna say, yes, sir. And you gonna run your ass back to the hood. So why bring the hood somewhere where you gonna force these people to call they people because you got the hood with you when they gave you an invite to come in the building so you could build to get out the hood? The hood gonna get you sent back to the hood every time. The hood gets you sent back to the penitentiary or the graveyard or the mercy room every time. When are you gonna realize, bro, that the hood is not the answer? It's some people in the hood that have their own answer. 4X to pull up, he got 3-4 of the same people with him. They very respectful, cordial. That building ain't the projects. See, when a square get caught, when Reginald Denny got caught in the hood, he was subject to the rules of the jungle, which was irrational and made no sense. But that's the rules of that jungle, although he was at work. When you, the dude from the hood, go to the corporate building, the corporate jungle, you are subject to the rules of the corporate jungle. In the hood, they got the homies, the YGs, the YNs, the robbers, the killers. That's the hood. In the corporate building, they got 911. See, 911, it's a big hood. They got different cliques. Burbank, North Hollywood, Foothill, 77th Street. You know, they got different cliques. LAPD, Sheriff, Special Task Force. See? So, the hood dudes, when y'all go playing with the corporate people, they gonna call their people like you gonna call your people when y'all see them over here in the store or at the wrong gas station slipping. Right? That's what they did to PNB Rock. PNB Rock went to a Roscoe's in the hood and he had his jewelry on and somebody called. That's what the paperwork say. And then they came and that's what it is. We all be like, oh, nigga, what he doing over there? You know what I'm saying? Okay. It happened to him. So why you think when you go over there to their corporate hood, it's such a bad thing what happens to you? If you're going to come over there, when you go to your grandmama house, do you walk in there sagging, smelling like smoke, loud? Do you pull in her driveway with your music turned up loud? Hell no. You know grandma don't play that shit. You pull them britches up, you turn that music down, you spray some cologne on, and pop some breath mints in even though it don't, but she at least know you tried. And you walk your ass in granny house with a different walk with some damn respect. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. You ain't calling your granny bro. You ain't doing none of that. So I strongly suggest you hood dudes, check yourself at that corporate door. Because they ain't scared of you. They got some big homies that every time they pull up, your punk ass bow down, tuck your tail, and run on back to the hood. You bust ass niggas. Stop acting like, nigga, I sit here and watch.
It's right, GFTV.
One, these niggas say, man, I just did 15 years. Niggas, you trying to get another 15? I would expected you, whoever you are, young man, to say, Travis, hold on, what? They come on call. They tripping? Nigga, I just did 15. I'm out. Because it's a good chance you probably on parole, some paper. I got 2-3 strikes. Oh, no, hold on, Travis, wait up. I'm gone. Travis, you are at the bottom of the totem pole. You have done things to attract a few guys' attention who don't mind bringing you in to get you some more attention. Focus and concentrate on you. You. Build you. Get you going. Fuck the hood. And not in a disrespectful way. I mean overall on what you doing for you. Now with that is gonna come some enemies. It's gonna come some cats talking about you ain't keeping it real. You can stay your ass over there with them and keep it real and get your ass really smoked or really somewhere else. Or you can go over here and get some real positioning so you could do some real things for a few of them cats that you feel deserving of it. I have the mind and mentality and the know-how like you. But right now, I'm telling you, you don't get my vote as somebody that's qualified to step in that corporate door. You don't get my vote. You had it at first. But until I see, and maybe we can come talk about it, I'll call the owner of the building and say, I need to talk to Travis about where he's at. I ain't doing no more talking about you coming up here couldn't get in. You wasn't supposed to get in because you were supposed to come, not all of them. And no disrespect to them. You lying like you bigger than what you is. I ain't never brought no 40 people to no goddamn no jumper. Who the hell are you? Shit, Adam ain't brought 40 people to no jumper. Ain't nobody brought 40 people to no jumper talking about an interview. Niggas don't know you like that. Build you, Travis. Focus on you. On your interviews, you should tell everybody I did the dumb mistake and tried to bring the whole hood with me And that ain't no play. Don't nobody give a fuck about no community activist. Nigga, that's no jumper. You understand what I'm saying? They don't give a shit. You got a name, you in the blogs, you got something going on. Are you somebody that people want to hear about? See, can we ask you some questions that make any sense? We don't give a damn about what's going on in the hood. We don't. We care about individuals in the hood that got motion. See, McDonald's don't give a damn about what your favorite burrito is. And Taco Bell don't give a damn about what your favorite hamburger is. Because one sells burgers and one sells tacos. I'm going to tell you, we don't give a damn you did 15, 20, 17,000 years. We don't give a fuck about none of that. Right? Now, if you a guy like, what's the homie from Bounty Hunters, older dude. What's the homie name? He's doing things, he's doing TV and shit. I've been watching him. Right? It's gonna come to me. Nino Cappuccino. If you a guy like Nino Cappuccino, he did 20, 30 in the pen, hit the streets, you done work with Bun B, you done wrote movie scripts, you done did this, and you done got on social media and had your back and forth, okay, and it's a community out there, no matter how big or small, that know who you are. Yeah, we want to come talk to you, bro. Come holler at us. Let us enhance your community and turn people on to who you are, because we see your work. Nino come up there, man, that nigga from Niggas Cigar Bounty Hunters for real. That nigga can have 8 million people in that alley down that street. Well, when Nino come up there, Nino gonna come up there for Nino. And what's a good look for Nino? You understand what I'm saying? So let's get old. Let me see if I know how to do this shit. Let's get old Lush in here. See what the hell he got going on. They tell me this nigga showed up with some black eyes and some other shit. Let me see. I don't know if I'm doing this shit right. R&B not here, so I don't know. I sent him the link. Let me see if this gonna let him in, because we need to see what's going on. You know, I don't know what's going on, but we finna see. Check this out. Go to R_ANN_B, or go to R and Beauty. If not, the link is up there. R&B got some crazy hair. Our liaison just came back from overseas. She came back and with all kind of stuff. She got crazy bundles over there for the low, top grade, high grade. Y'all check her out. Okay. I sent the invite link to him. Let's see if he come in. Let me see. All right, let's see. Let's see if he pops in. Add. I think that's how we do it. Is that him? Uh-oh. There go Lush. I've been on there for 46 minutes. I broke everything down just to give you an update.
You got the content?
Listen, I given them up. I said, listen, I'm seeing Travis Ford go on a rampage with all this shit. Yes, he texted Lush that he was going to bring the hood. But common sense factor for anybody trying to get in the door somewhere, you don't bring the hood. Maybe two, three dudes or whatever, right? Even though Lush it looked like he agreed, I don't. Nobody. I'm telling them, if you're nobody in this game trying to get in the game, you got to leave that shit back in the hood.
Hey,
Bring the
hey, also,
hood to
Wack,
the
let me ask you a question real quick,
shit.
Wack. All right. So, did you see the footage of one of the several times I walked outside to address those gentlemen and
I
they was
definitely.
all there? And then I was like, hey, folks is tripping. Y'all got a dip, blah, 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 blah. And then he said, come on, Lush. Like, you knew we was coming. And I said, I ain't know y'all was coming that deep, though. You never told me you was coming that deep. And what was his response? He said, oh, he didn't say that's not true. I told you he knew he was in violation. He knew
Bro,
he rolled way
bro,
too deep.
bro, listen. What did I tell you? I said, listen, attach yourself to those people that adds value to you, adds value to the building, and has some common sense. If that's not what it is, leave that where it's at. It's just what's real. Your heart is big and you trying to help somebody who every time you help them and they take two steps forward, their actions gonna send them three steps back. So they
Straight
standing
up.
still, right? Let's be
Straight
real.
up.
Let's be real. Adam does not allow people to pay to come on no jumper
Ever.
because the minute he does that, right, it's a bunch of misfits on there that don't nobody want to hear about, right?
It lowers the quality. People gonna unsubscribe.
Now, if somebody knows the person, whatever, they may be able to slip through the crack. Let's keep it real. Does Travis Ford qualify as somebody that no jumper one on one?
I think that he could be like more like the news. I can see him being like a panelist on the
But
news
he
or
was
something
coming
like.
up there on a one on one at this point in time.
Yeah. Nah, I
Okay.
feel what you're saying. I feel what
So
you're
I'm
saying.
telling him you were giving him favor. What you screwed up at is you ignored law one. Never outshine the master. You, me, and nobody else in that building authorizes anybody to come in there unless who gives the okay.
Adam.
Booyah. And at that point, you go to the scheduler. Hey, Adam says boom, boom, boom. You know what the scheduler's gonna do? She's gonna confirm with Adam. And then she will let you know what time and date, if any, this could happen. This is where you messed up at. Another place you messed up at. You're on the side of corporate, right? Everybody in the street today is trying to get out the streets and get to corporate. Am I right? Why are you running back to the streets?
I just figure in the space that we in, and this is my reasoning, and you can tell me how foolish I am or not for this. My reasoning is we're dealing in the rap game, in hip hop, and a lot of the people we interview are involved in these scenes. So it's kind of important to network and keep good relationships with different people in different sections.
Um, do you hang out in sections?
I mean, like, I don't hang out, period. Whack, I'm about my paper. I'm
Okay, so you spend more time working than anything, right?
correct.
So why are you? I think you should focus on enhancing the doors that you can get through on the corporate side than trying to focus and politic with the parts that you don't want to be in on the street side.
Are you right? At the end of the day, I'm ready to take my career to the next level, enter the upper echelon of entertainment, and I'm not gonna let nobody come with me, bro. Because
Okay,
I've been having people try to, I kick the door open, everyone try to run in, then I can't even get in the door, bro, and
but
that's
guess
just out.
what? That's my point. You have to be selfish in this game. You got to get self right, get self positioning. Then you can sit back, and even then, you have to hand pick who is ready for that. The fact I told people this: if Travis would have sent me that list and it said I'm bringing cake, liquor, food, and the hood, I would have texted Travis back and said meeting canceled, interview canceled, because the fact that he put the hood on there lets me know he ain't ready. He's not ready to build self.
And the number one thing about Travis is this, and I didn't even want to slime him out like this because Travis is a nice guy and all, but you dealing with a bunch of members that you ain't even got control over. because when they pulled up with you, they wouldn't listen to a motherfucking word you said. They was on their own accord, and you supposed to be the one that's joining up and organizing it when it was like a very simple solution, and you couldn't execute it because those dudes didn't respect you like that, bro. You ain't have it like that with them, and that's kind of
This
fucked
is
up.
even more reasons why Travis, whatever he's done to get your attention, whatever he's done to get my attention, Travis could call me. I see Travis Ford on my phone, I'ma answer. Everybody ain't got that. Travis needs to focus on that. Focus on what you did for self to position yourself so people will answer your phone and give you favor. The minute you get to doing all that, I'm gonna get the fuck away from you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm from that.
And
I
look,
don't.
I know Travis got a good heart and good intentions, and he was just trying to help people too. And he also want to make himself look like Jay-Z when he come through with all the fanfare and shit. But really, he got to focus on just getting himself through the door. It's kind of the same problem that I had in this instance, but in a different way. We both fucked up
So,
in different ways, but in the same way.
so because of this, watch this. Because you tried to have a heart, you ignored what you shouldn't have. What was your, what did you get? How was you repaid? What did you
Oh,
gain?
Oh, I lost. I got suspended for the rest of the week off work. I wound up having to pay a cleaning bill as a result for some shit that got fucked up. A whole gang of shit, bro. Like a whole gang of shit.
Oh, did you reach back over there and say, hey, I'm losing a week worth of pay and I gotta pay a cleaning bill for some graffiti because of what went on? Did they look out for you?
He tried at first. He was like, "Oh, let me find out who it was." Da, 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 da. And then I
No,
even
this was
told,
already going on. You
yeah, and
now who?
I'm like, bro, no, that's cap. Because he even said, bro, he did some other bullshit. He did some other bullshit, fully. He did some other bullshit. He went to share, he shared the fucking picture of the office to media outlets when he wasn't supposed to. You feel me? I'm like, bruh, I'm showing him, hey, look what your people did, bro. You feel me? Like this is crazy. You feel me? Then he's like,
Now,
oh, and I said, don't share it with anybody. Then he
now
goes
me
right
and
to the
you
media,
both
bro.
know I get a call from the building, from above. I could have said I don't give a damn, but I'm playing voice of reason, trying to preserve your job, trying to keep Travis and his people from going to jail, right? I could have just said, God, not got nothing to do with me. But then your ass might be fired today because you know it took some doing for your thing to end out of suspension,
Hey,
right?
yeah, exactly. All the people out there talking
Now,
about all the people talking about free Lush. If it wasn't for Wack, I don't know if Lush would be free. You feel me?
now
Because
watch
real talk.
this, Lud. I wake up yesterday. Now I called the police. Huh? What do you mean I called? What are you talking about? I'm just trying to stop it from happening. I'm like, Lush, I'm trying to get your job. You shut the fuck up. Let me talk to Adam. Travis, get out of there because the people in the building, corporate people, see, when they call their homies in the hood, don't nobody say, oh, nigga, why you call your homies? When the corporate people call their people, you can't tell them why they called the police. That's their people. They ain't got no homies in the street.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
This is
straight
where
up.
it's at. So I hope that you understand it. I hope you put your mind to dealing with those. That's gonna enhance you, right? I would love to see Lush take a trip out there with academics. I would love to see Lush doing some one-on-ones with Trap Lord. Use who you are in that building to open up other doors and expand your fan base, right? And look at the people that's coming at you to try to get in the building and ask yourself, is this dude ready for this one? Does he have common sense? Two, is he gonna bring some value to the building, some value to us? And at the end of the day, it's coming down to the stream. We don't mind building somebody off of our following, but god damn it, you can't bring somebody in there that's gonna take away from you when you trying to add to them. In this situation, you lost a week worth of pay, money out your pocket. You had other people interview that you got to reschedule. You screwed their schedule up.
All that, all that. All that, and I definitely did. And at this point, I ain't really trying to bring nobody in there unless it's like like a superstar. Like if I could, like if Fabulous or Cameron, someone like that. Other than that,
And
fool,
listen,
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
really.
be real. They say, well, Wack, what kind of people would you bring in since you know everybody ain't that? Okay, Zoe Osama, uh, the True Cars, EKE ain't been in there. He got a hit single.
True Car
Um,
been the homie. I fucks with True Car heavy.
uh,
You feel me? Yeah.
uh, who else out there running around doing some things? It's a few other people that's
G Perico, Blue
G
Bucks Flynn.
Perico, cats like that. And then when you get them in there, you ask them, hey, yo, who's out there buzzing? They gonna tell you. Then you go do your research. G Perico say, oh man, check out such and such because if they paying attention to them, maybe they got some motion going on.
And right now, on another note, Wack, this is the first time since YG that the Bloods got the hottest song in the city right now, in the biddy right now. I'm from the Deuce, the Pope,
The
the Big
folk.
State, the Nine. I'm
Yeah, I
from the
seen
Deuce.
that.
That
That's
shit's
what's
crazy.
dude name? I just followed him on Spotify the other day.
Oh, his name is, but it's
Uh,
all those just YS on there, all the
yeah,
whoops on
but the
there.
main dude's name
What's
is
his name? What's his name? I forget Poncho or something. I forget bro's name. Someone with a P. Where this fool go? Chef Boy. That's his name. Chef Boy. Thank you. Where the fuck this shit go? Chef Boy. Yep. Chef Boy.
dude named Chef.
Chef Boy.
Yeah,
That's
I
him.
followed
Yep.
him the
Chef
other
Boy.
day. Um,
He hard.
nephew Black Peace Stone. I don't know his name. I
Yeah. Yeah.
like him on that. But yeah,
Yep.
cats like that. They doing their thing. Y'all go check that song out. I know it's on Chef Boy's Spotify. It's not all of them, but it's definitely buzzing.
And I
Um,
forgot the name of the one female that's claiming that she's dope, a dope artist too. I forget her
and we
name.
don't want to
She.
we don't want to call it a blood song because then
Okay.
you put it in a box, right?
That's a
Right.
blood song, bro.
I believe the people on that song did that song for people of the world to enjoy it. We don't want to just say it's a blood song and then somebody didn't know and now you got a parent saying I don't want my kid to listen to it. It's a fun
I'll be
song.
talking about gang gang. Do you gang
Yeah,
bang?
we get what it is, right? Yeah, but we gonna say it's a worldly song, and
It's a worldly song.
some people on there may be associated and affiliated, but this is a worldly song. It's not a gangbang song. It's a worldly fun song, and we hope when you hear it, if it makes you move, you just leave it right there and you rock out to it and stream it and share it, with the rest of the people. But I've been on here for a minute. I want to bring you on here because I see a lot of BS going on. Travis did a few interviews and he not really covering everything in depth. And I don't give a damn what you agreed to. He should have had sense enough to know you can't show up to a building, you being nobody when it comes to this business of podcasting. Not as far as a person, everybody is somebody to somebody. And come up there 40 deep like they gonna give you that kind of favor.
Especially when you just tried to steal the last time you were there.
I covered that. You know what I'm saying? But I think
I know you got this, like.
in Travis's mind, he thought, I'm gonna do these things, but the things you was doing, nobody gives a fuck about. You gotta come up there, represent yourself, clean up your BS, and and maybe bring okay, I understand your security or two, leave a couple, 2, 3 cats outside, bring 2, 3 cats in with you, and it's cool. We understand that, right? But you can't come up like that. They don't know. The people in the building don't trust you. You on candid camera boosting some merch.
And poor money bag Rose was about to get slimed out and blamed for it when all his drunk ass was trying to do was the right thing and
He put it
return it.
back.
He put it back,
Now I
but
gotta
he almost
talk to
got slimed out.
Moneybag because Travis is claiming Moneybag. Tap in, call 600, get a hold. Money telling me Moneybag seen what he did and said, "Homie, you ain't finna do that. Give me that," and went and put it back. Because that makes a difference on how we looking at this. Either way is wrong. The minute you
No, but
make
but
it
how
clear,
does it make? Why would he tell him to put it back? Why would he take it then tell it? How does that
this
make
is what he's
sense?
saying. So now
But
we
he's
gotta do a check. Either way it goes. Once you put your money, your hands on something that don't belong to you, you're already in violation. You get what I'm saying? Already. But he's saying it only got back because he chose to put it back. If Moneybag say, hell nah, hell nah, that nigga hit the nigga, I said, call with that shit. And I said, nigga, give me that, nigga. You ain't supposed to be doing that, and I put it back. Then we gotta say, Travis.
Yeah.
What's going on? So we need to holler. You know what? This might be another reason for you to interview Moneybag when you come back.
No, I'm with that.
I think what you should do, we gonna do this because we need to see.
We
What
could
you
probably
should
run
do,
that on Monday, gang.
call Moneybag, see if he's open to interview.
All
Call
right.
App. Say, bro, Wack had a great idea for me to do. I want to interact Moneybag roles to see if Travis told him to put it back or did Moneybag see him doing that and he chose to take it and put it back. And then, because if he chose, either way it go, Moneybag did us a service and let's give him a little more shine, give him an interview. I believe Moneybag may come with his girl, maybe one of his homies, like I always see him do. And then go ahead on, establish that the right way and kick it off with Moneybag so we can. I'm not going to even interview Moneybag. I want you to bring closure to this. And then re-jumpstart your thing and do your thing. And by all means, bro, pull up on me on the Adam and Wax show. You know what I'm
Easy
saying?
call.
Let's put some things together. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
through there. I
I
appreciate
really
you,
think
OG.
you
Now,
should reach
now,
out.
now, now, right. Just so y'all know, now Wack looking out for me. You feel me? I'm fucking with Wack. We about to bust some big moves, player.
I really
So,
think you should reach out to Averb.
oh, that's my dog.
Bro, Averb is a powerful voice. I've been building with him. I think you should reach out to Averb and get Averb to come down. If you get him to come down, I'll make a few calls to the radio stations to see if we can get him to do some other things while he out here. Hit bootleg KFC, we can get him over there. We hit the people we know.
I'm gonna hit Verb and be like, me and Wack need you out her right now, over there, over her right
And
now.
let's
You
set
feel me?
those things
We
up.
got some vegan chickpea salad, whatever the fuck you be eating. We
Let's
got you.
make
Pull
sure
up.
you clear with Adam.
Yeah.
Adam will get it to Laura. Let's get it scheduled properly. Let's make sure.
Protocol.
There you have it. And let's do it like that. We got 410 people in here. I've been in here 63 minutes. I got a few things to go. We got my man Lush. He admitted his wrongs. He's righting his wrongs. He'll be back with us. All the free Lush guys, keep doing it. I've seen some other shit. The White Brick Baby. Is that you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't know if the
Yeah.
song's up, but I'm hearing some things. But first and foremost, he made a mistake. He owned up to it. I went in there, went to bat for him, sat down with Adam, put everything on the table. You can catch me and Adam's conversation about good old Lush this Sunday on the Adam and
I know
Wax
you
Show.
motherfuckers went hard in the paint too,
Oh, we
huh?
went hard in the paint. We went hard. That's what it is. And until next time, click, follow, thumbs up, subscribe to the Honey Show. Follow the Queen R&B. Follow the Exposures, Christopher Lovejoy, Ghost One, Lavish 215, and my man Prince. And you can catch me on the Honey side of Clubhouse. And we out. Peace.
More premium content. Shout out to Wack 100. Be sure to like the video. Go ahead and share the video. Be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. We got content. But until next time, it's your boy Ricky, but I'm gone. God bless. Peace.